you have. So now, do you have a witness to call?
Well, I have to call my client to come and talk.
Okay, call your client. So who is going to examine your client?
Don't worry.
We are listening. Counsel.
This is Makola. Kejetia, this is Makola. Purely satiric, you laugh and laugh. Kejetia, this is Makola. New kind of cult where everything goes. A kind of cult where everything goes. Oh yes, street meets the law in this funny cult. Inti wu nimra. Mesumi nimra, woo nimra, mesumi nimra. You know the rules, but I know the exceptions. You know the exceptions, but I know the rules. Kejetia Makola, we all learned the law. From Ghana to America, Kejetia to Makola. All are welcome to this cult. Kejetia versus Makola. Kejetia versus Makola.
So, loyalty, tell me, what do you think that the thing you are taught? What do you think about the case?
So you know what? It's fantastic, but do me a favor and just stand at one place. Okay. So let lawyer. I want you to do something magical for me. I want lawyer in T and your client in T to become one and stand at the same place and talk.
Okay. Then let me go and bring him. I've added two.
One.
One.
So now he won't move again?
No.
Good.
Very good. Then, Your Honor, I think that my client in my mind tell me he wants Ghana to go back to colonization. Because somebody may ask, why that we have independence you don't want? Your Honor, today, if you look at the Ghana, if they say that they have opened the door that is go to America, if you like, go. If you don't like, go. By the time you open your eyes and close, Ghana is hey. Because all the people are go. I know that this guy, but the time I'm do my say that let me go, he's go. I know him. Because the country have hot. Your Honor, number two, if you have some money, sit somewhere that you are, take some flour to eat. You don't throw the bag that the money is hold to away before you go and beg people who have taken the money that give me some. No, you let the money.
You keep the money.
Cross you. Do you understand?
Well, I'll take it.
Eventually, it's okay. Your Honor, we are sit here that the white man is sit here press all the papers with his own money. He do things, he give people the money. But we send him to go. And as he have go, then we say that go away, we don't like you. We can do our own this thing. 60 years, still we can't do anything. And we go and beg him that, please give us 2 cities to go and break road. Please give us 5 cities to go and break schools. Please give. Now, if you can do, why you come to beg him? Let the people come and sit here, and they see if they are sitting here and they look at the way we are suffering. Their children too are suffer, so they know that this school, we don't have school here. That's why my children, I don't want my children to go to schools in the today. So I'm braid school, then he braid it. If you go and tell him, he have not seen it. So he can't give you the money.
All right.
Let the people come and do. But the time I see no that Kwame Nkrumah have sent him away. Why you do that?
So that means you were alive by then?
My grandfather tell me that.
All right, thank you.
So I think that let the man bring the people to Ghana back.
Okay.
Let them come and do the colonization.
All right. Thank you very much, Lawyer Inti and
Mr. Inti.
Plaintiff Inti. Yeah, are you going to ask me some questions?
Yes, you ask.
Now, Inti.
Your Honor.
Yes.
All right. Inti.
You have mentioned my name. Why are you still mentioning my name?
Counsel, Inti, you have to answer the questions.
Okay.
Hey, respond to the calling.
I just want to make sure that you are here with us.
Okay.
Okay. So, Inti.
Yes.
Do you know Uganda?
Who don't know Uganda?
Do you know Rwanda?
Who don't know Rwanda?
Do you know that Rwanda is now achieving things that the whole Africa, a lot of Africans are now want to emulate?
Yeah. I'm from Rwanda.
That's where you're from?
Yeah.
So with all the things that they're achieving, I mean, being one of the cleanest cities in Africa, banning plastics, raising education, all these things they are doing, is it being done by a white man?
Your Honor, I think that's why I have not blamed Uganda Kwame Nkrumah. That's why I blame Ghana Kwame Nkrumah. So if you can ask me something that sit here at home in the Ghana Kwame Nkrumah, then fine.
Now, let me tell me this. Why do you think the white people came to Africa in the first place?
The white people, they are sitting their own water, go about and they see some praise. And they come there. And as they are come together, they see somebody who is not wear anything. You just go there and they think it's monkeys. So they call him that, come and take banana, but he talk. And they know, hey, it's not monkeys. And when they move to go and talk to him, they see that he's pray with God. God is just stand there like that. And he's just pray. And even he take one to hit animal in some bed. And they say that, hey, he don't know what this one is. And they take. And they say that we are taking. And he said that, no, it's my stone. And he said, okay, then take some salt. And he gave him salt. And that's why they call all the brother that, please, bring more sheep. These people, they are not sensible. They have gold, but they don't know. So let's come and take it. If you give them something small, then you take. So that's why they come.
So, from what you're saying, even though it is highly inaccurate, you realize that they saw something here. That is why they came here.
It's the same thing after you.
So they realized that there are a lot of riches here in Africa.
Very good.
So the monies they supposedly got and everything they got from here are for Africans, right?
It's there, but we are not using it. It's just safe on the floor.
No, it wasn't.
It's just, have I not tell you that he picked one from here?
Yes, I've seen it here.
He picked one to hit.
You told me.
Loyalty.
Yes.
The fact that they came here to see all these things here shows that there was something in Africa that they wanted.
I think that point has been made.
So the point is, why can't we do it ourselves?
That's the question I'm asking myself. Why can't we do? We can't do the things that we don't know. We can't do. So they have come to do the thing for us. They show the people that this one is good. If you merge it, you can use him to do change. You can use him to do something.
Your Honor, that is actually very inaccurate. Before the white men came, we were already mining gold. We were using gold for artifacts. In fact, when you go into history, it shows you that somewhere in the 1600s, art was already in the system, where things were being built, artifacts were done, and all whatnot. So the white man did not come to Africa, or specifically Ghana, to teach all these things.
He just take the thing to go. He don't teach you. I'm not telling you. He take the thing to go and do for his own good.
So, Loyalty, do you believe that the African is his own problem?
Yeah! That's why I'm telling Your Honor to make the white program.
Why do you think that a white man would make it better, but not ourselves?
Your Honor, when the white man, he have money, he don't know the price. If he sit here, he do the thing where if you go to China people's hometown, they have some water. If you stand in front of the water, you see the water bottles. But when they come to Ghana, they come and do Galamsey to make Ghana water bled. If they are sitting here, if you do that, what water are you going to drink? Because he know that if he finishes, go to your own town to go and drink your own water. That's why he do. But if he come and sit here, then he do, and the money he take, he don't take away. The Galamsey money, they have taken all the money away. This woman who cut the tree, the Aisha, they have let him go. The government say that, hey, we see now the woman have go to China. But if he's from Ghana, then the tree, if he cut, he still use the tree in Ghana. So the money is sitting in Ghana.
All right.
That's why I want him to come and sit here.
Good.
So in this case, it shows that the white man is actually more of a canker to us than he's of help to us.
No, it's not true.
The white man is actually using Africa. Africa is more like the raw bait where they take and they take away.
Yeah.
So why do we still need them here?
Your Honor, if
I understand counsel correctly, all he's saying is that they only take away if they know they don't have a home here. So give them a home, let them feel that this is their home. Then when they take, they will keep it here. They will use it to develop here. That's the point he's making.
Now, beautiful. So if
counsel, did I speak your language?
Yeah, I speak my own language.
So now, brings back to the same issue. You go to Namibia, you go to South Africa. Are white men there or not?
They are there.
Are black men poor or not?
They are there. They are poor.
Why?
I don't know.
Your Honor, this goes to show that even whether the white man is allowed to stay on or not, if the black man will be poor, he'll still be poor.
Your Honor, me too. What I want to say to what the lawyer is talk is that the peoples are good. Some are going to be poor, but more of the peoples are also going to be hot, not poor. Because if you go to South Africa, that is talk. There's some guy called Noah. Right now, he is sitting in America to work. To America TV. Big this thing is do. Why they have not come and take the redundant to go and do? Because he's too black man.
Objection, Your Honor. Your Honor, I believe this is very inaccurate. I could give you a countless list of African men who came from here to there. Talk of Mr. Thomas Mensah, who is part of the people who created cable network. Internet we're using now is a black man, an African man who helped create it.
Why is he staying? Did he sitting to do what we are talking about?
Well, Your Honor, he went there to learn and then applied it, but he's still a black man.
Thank you. I think the arguments are very clear. I believe you don't have any more questions for him. He can sit down.
Not at the moment,
Do you
Your
have a
Honor.
witness to call?
Your Honor, I'd like to call Dr. Kwame.
Please,
You can sit, please.
I'd like to call Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
How? Where?
Your Honor, we want to invoke him at the moment.
All right. I'm listening.
Please. Doc, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, my son. Good afternoon.
Doc, this one is not anything. We are sorry for disturbing you. Somebody has brought you to court, saying that you should have allowed white men to stay on. We want to know, what was your plan for us in the first place?
Why is somebody disturbing me in my sleep?
Why is your sleep disturbing somebody in somebody's life? Sure. You think you can just come and say something and go? Sure.
Sustain.
To answer your question, it is easy to see that the imperialists and the colonialists are determined to retain their African countries in the position of suppliers of cheap raw materials. If we do not resist this threat, we will forever stay in subjection to the economy of the Western world.
Wise words. Very, very wise words, Doc. So, Doc, in this case, if somebody asks you that, or tells you that the white man is better than the black man, what would you tell them?
The black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Black is proud. We are free from all white subjection. Freedom! Freedom! Freedom!
Doc, I mean, everyone is saying that you said all these things 60 years ago. How relevant is it now?
I have said and I say again, the independence of Ghana is meaningless until it is linked with the total liberation of Africa. Until all of Africa is united. We shall not see my words.
Okay, so Doc, would you call this mental slavery? Would you say that the African is mentally still under slavery?
Yes. As we were 60 years ago.
So Doc, what would it take us to emancipate ourselves from these things?
It will take sacrifice of personal selfish wants and thinking about the total good of all of Africa.
Okay. No further questions for now.
All right, thank you. Counsel, I see you write a lot.
Yeah. What Kwame Nkrumah it's funny. It's funny to me. Doc, how are you?
I was fine until you disturbed my sleep.
And your hands with the way you do this and do. Take care that you don't tincture my eyes. Your Honor.
Counsel.
Priest. Doctor. You understand? The time they wake you that you have, if you feel the air that is bro Ghana right now, is that the same air that is bro you the time you say Ghana want to be independent and Ghana is independent? Do you think it's the same air?
I must admit, Ghana is a little bit hotter now.
So you feel it. You that you have come here 2 minutes per. You feel, you say Ghana is a little bit. It's not a little bit. These places have air conditioning. That's why you are not feeling well. But I mean like that, see, look at the way you are sweat.
I believe it is because of the depletion of the forest reserve that we had. We are not keeping our raw materials well.
That's a wow. Priest, tell me, do you think that the politics that you do that time is the same politics we have today?
I believe so. Atamils told me.
Now, here in Gaza, he have not told you the way he suffered to become president. Small time, he have not told you that part.
My concern was about the well-being of Africa.
So you have not, Your Honor, you see, the man is telling him the way the peoples are suffered, the way some peoples are do corruption and this thing, and fight about the Ghana. But all the time he tell people that, please, take your heart to calm down. May I assume he have tell you this, but still you say that you there as the Ghana part, the Ghana regulation that you are here. You are not here the way he suffered. All peoples are one peoples. That's what me I'm telling you.
All of which people?
The politics peoples. You don't like Ayi to make Ghana go up. Okay, you, let me ask you. The money you take to dash some peoples, why? Is it good? If that money is there today, do you know what the money can do?
I said that the independence of Ghana is meaningless until it is linked with the total liberation of Africa. So everything I did was for all of Africa to be liberated.
So that they call you and they say that, oh, you call the peoples to be destined, so come and be.
Objection, Your Honor. Your Honor, I believe my client has actually told us that it is for the total liberation of Africa, not any personal gain.
And me too, I'm telling you that it's personal gain because the money he is give them to make the people's hearts calm down. The people will think that, oh, he has good mentors for even we are not the country people, but he has good mentors. So if they have give us money,
intentions,
then,
you mean?
Yeah, then he show me that if I can make him president, then it's good.
Right.
That's why. So he benefit.
All right. Thank you.
Last one. The time that the white people come to colonization the Ghana, we don't know. They are there and they have come. That's why we think the things they are doing, we don't like it. We have not seen some before. Right now, we have seen, we have grown old, we have opened our eyes. If we call the white man and we tell him that, white man, please, come and colonization the Ghana again. But this time, we Ankasa, we have given you the thing. But don't do this thing, don't do that. Don't, if you take this, make sure you do this. Don't do that. Then, do you think they are not going to help us? Or they are going to help us?
Thinking that the white man will help us is a wrong mentality. I say this to you. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery.
If you know that Ghana is going to be like this, the time you are going to do it, you are going to fight it, are you still going to fight it? If you know Ghana people, Ghana black man is come and eat Ghana money, nefu, by heart. Say, are you going to fight and get independent for the people to get a chance? Say, are you going to do that?
Yes.
And I don't know what you want to do. Last one. When you go to fact your wife, what place is he from?
My wife is from Egypt.
If you go to Egypt, are there the people, some are black women or they are not black women?
We are all black Africans.
Oh, I'm talking about black, not black and white.
So you're talking about skin color?
Yeah.
Did you see black women there in Egypt?
Yeah. The time you are going to take Fatia.
Okay.
Yes, there's a lot of them.
But say you go and choose white woman.
Light skin.
Light skin.
Your Honor, we don't choose who we fall in love with.
Okay.
One day. Odowo.
You have sacked white people, but you have go to marry white woman.
Objection.
Your children are white woman and white man.
Okay. Thank you.
If it's not caught, I meet you. I'll fire you.
All right. Please, you can take your seat.
Doc.
Where's? Please, you can take your seat.
Yona, what am I doing here?
Barrister, please. Doc took over.
A few things caught my attention. I heard Council Ignatius say that Africa is not developing because of selfishness and the selfishness of our politicians.
Yes, basically.
I would say that everywhere in the world, people are selfish. It's a human thing. And human beings will want to take advantage of any opportunity they get. That is a human thing. And that is why the white man left his continent, They left and came to our shores and took advantage of us. So if they were not selfish, they wouldn't come here. They still are selfish, and that's why they are still taking advantage of Africa. They are still selfish. That is why wars are created in some countries and some continents, so resources could be taken away. They are selfish. Some of them are corrupt. There's still corruption in their countries. Maybe not at the scale and the way we see it here, but they are all selfish, and we are selfish also. I think that the condition we find ourselves in as Africans is mainly because we have been weak, we have been lazy, and we've allowed ourselves to be taken advantage of. And the only way we can step out of that is to take our destiny into our own hands, is to unite and build a common front. I personally believe that when we look around us, we look everywhere in the world, there are some people who take the destiny of a continent into their hands and are ready to die for it. I think for a long time we've not had those kind of men on our continent. But mark my words, I think that time has come. There's a new generation and a new African rising. People who are willing to die for the continent. Africa would rise, Africa will be built. When we check the history of the world, at any point in time, there are people who have gone into slavery, people who have been taken advantage of, people. We can learn from the Jews. We can learn from other races and other people. But if the people decide to turn things around for themselves, they can. And it comes to that for us. Are we ready as a continent to take that decision, to build? It won't be easy to catch up with the rest of the world, but we can. And as a matter of fact, with the wealth we have, in the crop of youth we have, with the resources we have, if we combine all of it, I believe we can change our continent. Yeah. It's time. And so for us, we say, join the race. Decide to fight for Africa. Nobody would do it for us. When they come, they will take advantage, more advantage. I disagree with you.
Because you want to also become Kwame Nkrumah.
They will only come and steal some more. If we decide not to give the politician chance to take advantage,
How are you going to decide that politician is take it? We are not sitting here that they are taking. That's why I'm fighting to make the Ghana. You tell me that
who puts the politician in the seat he occupies?
We put him there.
Exactly.
But we are afraid to say the thing. And then
exactly, because you've not decided.
That's what I've decided to do. New Africa. It's me you are talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in charging ourselves to take things, our destiny, into our own hands, does not mean we should go back to Egypt. We won't go back to Egypt. However, we will build a new land in Canaan. Okay. The giants we see before us can fall. May God bless Africa. It's unfortunate, but we will let Kwame Nkrumah rest. He fought and he did his part. It's time for us to take the baton and run. God bless us.
All right. Judge Lamy.
I think he just talked. Oh. He wants to become president of Africa too. I know. I'm going to different court. Coming from there. You hear me?
Munyache moye, munyache moko, na sumo babu amuyo. Get us a shit, roye kankan, and a dream ukuto. Africa, sepe jumampoa, it is whom you know. A rehunkuti, Nasha Makumado, Ewafi Kenya Buano, Ewafi Kenya Buano, Ewafi Kenya Buano, Ewafi Kenya Buano, Naya Kolo. Let us all unite and celebrate together. The victory is one for all.